The High Court ruling on Monday not only dealt a blow to President William Ruto's loyalists who had been nominated as Chief Administrative Secretaries, a majority of whom lost elective posts in the last election, including those from the opposition bastion, but it also complicates President William Ruto's 2027 re-election game plan, as the nature of his initial appointments reflected regional balance and bringing Raila Odinga's former cronies into his fold. If the president retreats to the drawing board to satisfy the constitutional procedure of appointments of CASs, he will be walking a tightrope in accommodating his cronies, which may have ramifications on his 2027 re-election bid. And TV's Melita Oletenges interrogates.
All the second to the 51st interested parties is unconstitutional.
While the decision of the court to squash the appointment of 50 chief administrative cabinet secretaries may have attracted the chagrin of the appointees who are poised to deputize cabinet secretaries, it is a dicey situation altogether for President William Ruto's 2027 re-election game plan. A significant number of his cronies out in the cold, yet political pundits had interpreted his appointments as a move to bolster his political war chest ahead of the 2027 re-election battle. His list of appointees included turncoats who are former Raila Odinga stalwarts.
The president will be losing grassroots support if these individuals don't occupy those offices. In any case, I don't even very much think that he would lose any support even if any cabinet secretary was to be removed from office. The president ordinarily gets his grassroots support more through elected leaders, because these are the people who are in constant touch with the ground.
The judgment shrinks President William Ruto's chances in rewarding his loyalists, but leaders within the Kenya Kwanza fold say it does not spell doom for Kenya Kwanza.
Many of them will still be very useful in government, in one department or another. And so, and since the government is very large and very huge, it is possible that the president will still be able to accommodate them.
Most likely, if it's not CS, they can get something else. Or, you know, they say the cake is still and is always big. So they are going to get a position. And I still tell them probably to be patient a bit. And I am very sure the president has a good intention for them. And Kenya Kwanza is a big house. We are still intact. And that cannot cause them to go out and cause ripples out there.
The hue and cry by Kenyans on the bloated appointments has also questioned the role of the Chief Administrative Secretary and whether it's a reserve for political cronies rejected at the ballot.
The 22 cabinet slots and the 23rd being the prime cabinet secretary should be sufficient. Just one for each ministry. Because as you know, I was to hand over to 7 chief administrative secretaries. So if this is work I could do alone for the last year within government, and then now I have to hand over to the 7, you honestly are not being fair to the taxpayer. And then people are going to ask questions. Is this necessary? Are they even going to have work to do?
While leaders within the Kenya Kwanza fold hold that there are no political ramifications, those within the Azimio la Umoja coalition insist that the chief administrative secretaries do not add value but expand the wage bill. Attorney General Justin Muturi has appealed the High Court ruling, and now the affected politicians can only wait and see if the Court of Appeal judges will bounce them back. Melita Oletenges, NTV.